Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be continuing our colorful album challenge. Basically, if you haven't seen my very first video, there's a bunch of colors that I made with a bunch of color of albums, and basically I gotta go through the colors and through the 9 albums in those colors. But if you haven't seen that video, it explains it way more, and it shows you all the albums that I'll be talking about the past couple of days or past couple of weeks. So definitely go check that out. Now, the last album we did was Not All Heroes Wear Capes by Metro Boomin, and that was our first hip-hop album off of the color orange. Now that you have to go see what I gave that rating, and you'll see the scorecard pop up and everything like that whenever I finished it. But we basically spun a wheel at the end of the episode, which we will be spinning another wheel at the end of this episode, so stay tuned for that. And the album we got was Channel Orange by Frank Ocean, our first pop record. I believe that this is his. We also have Frank Ocean Blonde on the white color, so that'll be cool to see. But I believe Frank Ocean is the only pop artist I have on here, if I'm not mistaken. I think him, or Channel Orange and Blonde, are the only 2 albums that I have are pop on the entire album list, but I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But I'll definitely have to just be on the lookout for any other pop album and try to compare this one to the other ones, obviously. Now, let's get into the review, because that's what you guys are all here for, and what the score is, and what my next album is. Now, while listening to Channel Orange by Frank Ocean, I did have this continuity in this album. I thought it was really cool. It actually reminded me of the Weeknd's Dawn FM. Obviously, this is called Channel Orange. I didn't know why it was called Channel Orange, but I kind of get it. Obviously, in the beginning, you hear like I believe some person is putting in like some type of cassette tape or some type of turning on some type of radio, and obviously turning it to a channel, which is Frank Ocean's Channel Orange, which is pretty cool if you think about it. Now, I have heard one song off this. I didn't think I did, but I know it now. Obviously, it's Thinking About You. I think everybody's heard that song. I mean, everybody knows what it is. It goes, my way so far ahead. You know, the potato meme thing came around. You know, stuff like that. But that was the second track off the album, so I kind of knew that, and I was like, okay, I know who he is and stuff like that. Obviously, I have heard no other song by him except for that one, and it was really good. I really enjoyed that. The rest of the album, by far, I have to say, I'm not a huge pop guy, so listening to pop songs are not my biggest like go-to. So this was a little bit different for me. You're gonna have to bear with me here because I don't know a lot of things about Frank Ocean or a lot about pop in general, but I know what sounds good to me, and I think I know what sounds good to people normally, so I mean, you know, might as well talk about it. So I will say, out of all of these songs, I really liked, I believe it was Pyramids I liked, even though it was 10 minutes long. It was still a really good song, Pyramids. Thinking About You obviously was fire, and also Sierra Leone was really good. It was either Sierra Leone or Sweet Life that was really good, or maybe both of them, I'm not sure. But they were both really, really good. I don't really have any underrated tracks on here because I haven't heard this album before, and I don't really know any tracks on here that were like, oh, outstanding. They were all really, really good in their own separate ways. The only problem I don't really have is the features on here I didn't really care for. Andre 3000 was really cool on here. I did like Andre 3000 on here. I don't really care for Earl Sweatshirt or John Mayer. They're both kind of mad to me, to be honest. I don't know if that's like your favorite artist or anything, but Andre 3000 did his thing in my opinion. I think this album had a great intro, a great outro, and a great middle. Obviously, most albums don't capture that. Some of them are just going to be straight bangers after bangers after bangers. But I like when an album has continuity, in my opinion. I think it's really cool to have continuity in an album. But Frank Ocean, Channel Orange, the album, I am going to give it a higher rating than the Metro Boomin. I'm going to give it a 7. I don't know if that's low, and I don't know if that's high for this album, because I haven't seen any other reviews on this. I know people love Frank Ocean, and I know they love the album Blonde because I see posters and people talking about it all the time. But I don't know too much about Channel Orange. I'm going to give it a 7. It's very new to me. I'll keep listening to it throughout the weeks, and I'll just try to pick up some more things as I go along with my listens, because obviously, yes, you can listen to an album the first time and give your first initial thoughts, which is what this is, but sometimes you need to rehear some things, and you're like, oh, I didn't pick up that one the first time. So yeah, I'm going to give this album a 7. Definitely not bad compared to my other album rating. Spoiler alert, if you don't know, it's popping up now, but spoiler alert, I didn't really like the Not All Heroes Wear Capes. It's not that the album was bad. They have really, really good songs on there. It just wasn't a continuity. It just didn't really flow for me. Some of the songs felt out of place, and it wasn't good in my opinion. But Channel Orange had continuity, had some good songs. But again, I'm not really a big pop guy, and some songs in the middle for me were just kind of meh. And to be honest, I didn't really like the features. They were kind of meh as well. But I did like Andre 3000. That was the one feature I did like. For the majority, I think that it is a 7 out of 10. It's 70% good. I would say the 70% of the album is really, really good. That's how I look at things about ratings. I kind of base it on a percentage. So like, let's say I give this album a 6. It's 60% of it is good for me. For me, 70%. I'll do 70. 70's fine in my opinion. I think 70's great. You're gonna have to take that because that's my rating. And yeah, so you're gonna see right now what the sum is of the orange team right now. And yeah, obviously we've only done 2 albums, but as soon as like we start doing like the whole color, you'll see where it is out of like, because there'll be 90, it'll be out of 90. So like, let's say, I don't know what the total is right now, but let's just say it's gonna be 15 out of 20 because we've done 2 albums so far, and that means that orange currently has a B. Obviously that's not bad, but it's not great either. So yeah, you just have to kind of be on the lookout for that. You definitely keep on watching though, because some albums might surprise you, and I don't know what that means, but some albums might surprise me for all I know, and I might give some crazy scores at the end, so you never know. But Channel Orange, 7, decent, not my favorite, but not bad, you know. All right, now let's get on to the wheeled spin where we have the other albums. If you don't know what the other albums are, go check out my first video because I talked about them all there. If you haven't already, definitely go check it out. Also, leave a like, subscribe, do all that jazz because I kind of want to keep this content going. And the only way I can really see if you guys want to see it is by the subscribers or the likes or the comments. Just anything helps, you know. Lets me know that I should keep on going. Yeah. But let's get to spinning, obviously. Let's go. I'm gonna click it a couple times. We're gonna go. We have some great albums on here, so let's just see what we got. We have, okay, Stony. That is by Post Malone. Obviously, looks like, I think we're going to go back to hip-hop, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look it up real quick. I believe we're going to go back to hip-hop, because I believe Post Malone's, what was it, Circles album? Is that what the album was called? No, Hollywood's Bleeding, but he had a hit called Circles on there. But I believe we're going to be doing Stony, and that is, I believe, yeah, it's hip-hop. Okay, it's hip-hop. Now, if you guys want to know what albums are left, I'll tell you right now. We have Man on the Moon 1, The Life of Pablo, Flower Boy, Illmatic, No Pressure, and Lil Bo 2. To be honest, we got some heavy hitters in the last 4. It is by random, so I'm not controlling this, and I can't just choose whatever I want. So we're going to do Stony now, or after this video, so be on the lookout for next video, basically. But this is Frank Ocean, and if you don't know, this is the series. But yeah, I'm out of here. We did Stony. Be on the lookout for next episode, because then you'll know what episode's going to come next. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.